Hi, this is Gina, and welcome to my channel, Perfectly Imperfect Crafts by Gina. So, this is my first Wednesday of the month, hashtag Wing It Wednesday, that is hosted by Jenny's Crafty Corner. And I love participating in this hashtag because don't we all have just a bunch of stuff that we have just laying around that we want to do something with? Well, that's what I'm going to share with you today. So, how many of you have older calendars that you know you're going to do something with them one day? I do pick and choose certain graphics from my older calendars, but aren't they so great to collect? Look at this wall hanging calendar and all the graphics that it has. This wall calendar has so many beautiful graphics, so you know I will be saving them to use for another day. Most likely for another hashtag Wing It Wednesday. As I flip through all of these older calendars, look at all the opportunity to use for a journal or just for some extra ephemera. For instance, I cut up a group of these note sections. That way I can use them for maybe another journal or to use for some kind of craft. Here are some that I cut up from another calendar. I keep saying calendar, but it can mean day timer as well. My friend Pam gave me this beautiful desk calendar. I couldn't flip the pages because it had personal phone numbers, but I pulled a few out to show you these beautiful graphics and these beautiful birds. Okay, now I want to share with you how I use these older calendars, day timers, planners, and the graphics to upcycle a new and improved yearly planner. Okay, I have to confess, I'm making this as a birthday present for a friend that had her birthday in November, so I'm a little bit late. I am going to briefly share what I used to recreate this 2026 calendar. I use the months from the older planners because the chipboard is really nice and strong, and look at the nice paper patterns and the quotes. Okay, why am I hiding the name of the person on the front of this day timer? Well, I'm putting it in the mail, and this video will post before she probably receives it. She might guess this was made for her if she watches this video. I also used the original front and back covers, and I used ring binders too, so that way you can add or remove pages. I added layers to the front of this calendar, monthly planner, day timer. So that way it gave it some creativity. I also embossed the die cuts and I added Mod Podge just to give it an extra shine. My goal was to make this an easy journal planner to use. The signatures I made are simple, but they have plenty of room to add lots of memories. Basically, it's not your traditional planner. So let's go ahead and look inside. The front pocket is just to add some extra paper. I also gave her a second set of ring binders just to have around if needed. I just included some extras to the pockets, and this pocket can always be removed if she wanted to. I recreated each month and used my laminating machine so I could fit the style. I also added flowers under each month and then put an extra flower on that same page. I alternated each month with a graphic page, and then the next month had a positive affirmation. The way I created these signatures for each month, I added a priority page on one side and a reflection page on the other side. The reflection pages had the backing from the older calendars, so I used this pretty scrapbook paper to cover up the lines and the graphs. So instead of throwing away the extra scrapbook paper, I went ahead and cut it up and added it to the pockets in the front. Yep, I do save too much sometimes. I just turned over 2 writing pages and I added this to nice watercolor paper. The watercolor paper is so she can add her own creativity, but I also glued it together to make the signature so the pages were nice and strong and they wouldn't fall apart with the ring binding. So each month has the same signature foundation. I will now flip through each month and share where the additional flower is that I added, and I will set it to music. So sit back and enjoy. So that is it. So thank you for staying with me all the way so far. I wanted to add that I was making my friend a junk journal, but she makes amazing junk journals. So our styles are a little bit different. So I thought, you know what? Why don't I make something more interactive? So I added the priorities each month, I added the reflections each month, I added a place for her to journal, and then also to add her creativity. This is something different, and I hope she likes it. I do want to thank you for watching this all the way to the end. I want to thank Jenny for hosting this wonderful hashtag. It literally has me working on stuff that's stuck in my craft room that I haven't used in a long time. So thank you so much for that motivation. Lastly, I want to invite you to go to Jenny's channel. She is so creative and she shares how she makes her wonderful creations. Plus, I invite you to join this hashtag. You will be amazed how much stuff you have in your craft room that you can just do something with it. So thank you again, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.